Botswana, the wild land where women are open to sleeping with anyone. Welcome to Botswana, the wildest country in Africa, known not only for its dazzling diamonds and breathtaking safaris, but also for its bold traditions that leave the world in awe. Here, women are encouraged to explore love and physical intimacy with anyone they feel drawn to before entering married life. To many men, Botswana might seem like a paradise for romance, but behind this intriguing tradition lies a chilling secret that not everyone knows. What drives this community to uphold such a daring way of life? Is this truly the paradise some imagine, or does it conceal darker truths waiting to be uncovered? Are you ready to dive into this surprising story? Join me as we unravel it all in today's video. Number 13. The Kung tribe, where women are free to choose their partners. Botswana's rich culture is full of surprises, and one of the most intriguing is the Kung tribe, one of Africa's oldest communities, known for their unique way of life. If you think personal freedom is a modern, Western concept, the women of the Kung tribe might change your mind. Here, the women have long been encouraged to explore their bodies and form connections with both men and women before marriage. For them, this isn't rebellious or unusual, it's simply a part of growing up and learning what love and relationships mean to them. In the Kung community, intimacy between women isn't just accepted, it's seen as a natural way to build trust, independence, and respect. Unlike many cultures with rigid expectations, the Kung value exploration as a key part of personal growth. Instead of rushing into marriage, women are free to take their time, figure out who they are, and create connections that truly matter. It's like an open-ended course on life, where the only lessons come from real, personal experiences. Intimate relationships among Kung women are valuable lessons in consent, self-respect, and emotional connection. During this time, Kung girls learn to understand their boundaries, practice saying no when necessary, and develop deep connections with others. In Kung society, mutual respect and autonomy are at the heart of every relationship, something many cultures aspire to but don't always achieve. What's even more remarkable is that this freedom and equality extend beyond marriage. Kung women continue to have a say in their lives even after settling down. They aren't confined by rigid rules, and with their partner's agreement, they can still seek personal growth, even if that means forming connections outside their marriage. It's not about being wild or promiscuous. It's about a community that values personal freedom and understands that everyone needs space to grow, both as individuals and as partners. Number 12. Only work 2 hours a day. While most of us are stuck grinding away for 8 hours a day and sometimes even longer, in Botswana, the Kung people only work about 2 hours a day. Yep, you read that right, just 2 hours. The rest of their time is spent telling stories, playing, and simply enjoying life. For the Kung, life isn't a race to work harder, it's about embracing the world around them, connecting with nature, and spending quality time with family. So what's their secret? Instead of chasing careers or fame, the Kung believe true happiness lies in the small, everyday moments. Their society has no official leaders, no bosses yelling at you, and no surprise work emails. Decisions are made through group consensus, and everyone's voice is equally valued. This means no one gets left behind, and everyone feels important in their community. If you're feeling stressed out by endless meetings and never-ending workdays, maybe it's time to consider living with the Kung. No more worrying about Monday morning meetings or that looming deadline for them. Life is about enjoying the moment, telling stories, and watching sunsets together in the desert. Instead of working to live the Kung life to do what makes them happy. Just kidding, but if you really want to live like the Kung, get ready for no internet, no smartphones, and definitely no Saturday morning coffee shops. Number 11. The Diamond Paradise. Botswana isn't just known for its unique cultural traditions, it's also a literal diamond paradise. If you're a fan of diamonds, this country will make you want to book a flight right now. Picture this: Botswana used to produce a staggering 40 million carats of diamonds every year. That's enough diamonds to light up an entire street, and enough to make you the shining star if, of course, you could afford to buy them all. But wait, the surprises don't stop there. In 2021, Botswana stunned the world by discovering a raw diamond weighing an astonishing 1,098 carats, about the size of a giant ostrich egg. Then, just a few weeks later, another even bigger diamond weighing 1,174 carats was found, making locals joke, "There's no land beneath our feet, just diamonds." And if you thought that was the peak of good luck, think again. In August 2024, Botswana set a world record with a diamond weighing an unbelievable 2,492 carats, big enough to turn any ring into a monster that you'd need a bodybuilder's wrist to wear without it falling off. And let's be honest, you'd probably need to hire a squad of bodyguards just to protect your million-dollar finger when you step outside. Right now, Botswana has 5 diamonds on the list of the top 10 largest diamonds ever found. With all these massive gems, it's a dream destination for treasure hunters. And if you think these diamonds are only for collectors, think again. Stories of people tripping over diamonds while strolling around Botswana aren't as far-fetched as you might think. Number 10. Low crime rate. Botswana is famous not just for its diamonds and wildlife, but also for being one of the safest countries in Africa. This might come as a surprise, especially when you consider that many countries in the region struggle with crime and social instability. In Botswana, visitors can walk the streets day or night without constantly worrying about safety. You can check out local markets, shop for souvenirs, or enjoy street food without ever feeling threatened. This is a huge plus, especially for first-time visitors to Africa. A big reason for this safety is the warm hospitality and friendliness of the people. Locals are always ready to help tourists, whether in the city or out in remote areas like the Okavango Delta or the Kalahari Desert. You'll find yourself greeted with smiles, and locals are often more than happy to show you around or recommend hidden gems that aren't on the typical tourist map. The Botswana police are also known for being polite and professional. They don't just keep the peace, they're always willing to lend a hand to tourists. Instead of receiving cold stares or unapproachable attitudes, you'll get a friendly smile and genuine assistance. It's a refreshing change from what you might experience in other countries, where police officers can sometimes make you feel more nervous than safe. Number 9. Madikadi salt pans. You've probably seen vast salt flats in movies, but the Madikadi salt pans in Botswana are so stunningly beautiful. They'll make you wonder if you've somehow ended up on the surface of the moon. Stretching across more than 12,000 square kilometers, it honestly feels like standing in the middle of an endless land. The Madikadi salt pans are among the largest salt flats in the world. You could walk for hours and never see a single landmark, just an endless, blindingly white expanse that stretches all the way to the horizon. The place is so surreal that Taylor Swift even chose it as the backdrop for her wildest dreams. Music video, and no one could deny that those scenes, with their dreamlike beauty, left millions of viewers in awe. In the dry season, Madikadi looks like a vast sea of white salt, with not a blade of grass in sight and no sign of life. Standing in the middle of this desolation, you feel like you've been transported to another world where only quiet exists. But don't let the silence fool you. When the rainy season arrives, Madikadi suddenly transforms into a massive inland lake, almost like magic. Flocks of flamingos descend from all over, creating an awe-inspiring and breathtaking spectacle. Imagine waking up one morning in the heart of Madikadi, gazing out to see a glittering sea of flamingos swimming under the sun, a scene so beautiful, you'll just want to stand there and take it all in forever. It's not just flamingos. When the rains come, Madikadi draws all kinds of wildlife. Herds of antelope, zebras, and migratory birds flock to the area, turning the once barren salt flats into a buzzing nature marketplace. This is one of the most spectacular seasonal changes you'll witness in Africa, where the landscape shifts from a blinding salt sea into a rich, lively land. And if you're wondering whether you can visit Madikadi without crowds of people around, congratulations, you've found one of the most remote spots on Earth. Here you can rest easy knowing that the only thing breaking the silence will be the sound of flamingos and your own footsteps on the pristine salt crust. Number 8. Botswana cuisine. Botswana's food isn't just about the dishes, it's a deep part of the country's culture, with history and tradition embedded in every bite. The country is famous for its fresh, local ingredients and traditional cooking methods, which come together to create rich, flavorful meals that'll make you feel right at home. At the heart of Botswana's culinary scene is seswa, a dish you absolutely have to try when you visit. Made from slow-cooked beef or goat meat with just a bit of salt, it's simple but incredibly flavorful. The meat is cooked until tender, then pounded by hand until it reaches a perfectly shredded, stringy texture. Typically served with pap, a thick maize porridge, seswa is the perfect combination of rich, savory meat and the neutral, comforting taste of pap, which helps highlight the depth of the stew. Sizwaya isn't just a regular meal, it's the star of the show at special celebrations. You'll find it at festivals, weddings, and big family gatherings. It's traditionally cooked in large cast iron pots over an open fire, filling the whole village with the mouth-watering smell of simmering meat. When you dig into a plate of seswai, don't forget to wash it down with ginger beer, a traditional Botswana drink. The sweet, spicy kick of ginger beer pairs perfectly with the hearty stew, creating a meal that's not just delicious but also deeply satisfying. If you haven't tried seswai, you haven't really experienced Botswana. It's more than just a dish, it's a warm, comforting taste of home, like sharing a family meal in the heart of Africa. Get ready for a meal that's full of flavor, packed with nutrients, and brimming with the love and tradition of the local people. Have you ever imagined that caterpillars could become a delicious dish? In Botswana, mopane worms are not just a food, they are an essential part of the traditional cuisine. These worms are harvested from the mopane tree, a species native to the Kalahari Desert. Once collected, mopane worms are cleaned and then either dried or fried until crispy. Botswana's cuisine is as rich and diverse as its culture. Every meal is a window into the country's deep connection with nature, reflecting the land and the people. From traditional dishes to unique local specialties, every meal is a wonderful cultural experience that you won't forget. Number 7. Botswana's culture. If you thought Botswana was all about breathtaking landscapes, wildlife, and sparkling diamonds, think twice. This country is a perfect blend of ancient traditions and modern development, creating a truly unique cultural identity. The Tswana people make up the majority of Botswana's population, and they've played a central role in shaping the nation's culture. If you ever visit a Tswana village, you'll be immediately struck by the warmth and sense of community that defines life there. Locals will greet you with big smiles and friendly dumalang, which means hello in their language, Setswana, and you'll instantly feel like you've been welcomed into their family, as if you were an old friend coming back for a visit. What makes Tswana culture so special is its focus on unity and the importance of community ties. A famous Tswana proverb says, "Motho ki motho ka batho ba banwe," which translates to "a person is a person because of other people." This captures the essence of their values: a deep respect for social connection, mutual support, and collective well-being. In Botswana, no one is left behind, and everyone plays an important role in building a strong and cohesive community. Tswana culture is also rich in vibrant festivals and lively music. One of the biggest celebrations is Dikafila, which takes place during the harvest season. This is a time for the whole community to come together and celebrate a bountiful harvest with traditional dances, singing, and parties that last late into the night. Imagine the entire village dancing to the rhythm of Setswana music, with women clapping their hands in time, men drumming, and children running around laughing. It's an experience you won't find anywhere else. If you're lucky enough to be at a Dikafila festival, don't miss the chance to try the Tswana dance. This traditional dance is full of energetic moves, quick footwork, and captivating rhythm. Don't worry if you're not the best dancer. The Tswana people will be thrilled to see you join in, cheering you on and guiding you along the way. It's all about the joy of togetherness and celebrating culture. And of course, no festival would be complete without food. As mentioned earlier, Sizwai is a tender, flavorful beef stew that is slow cooked for hours. Sizwai is typically served with maize porridge or rice, offering a rich and hearty taste that reflects the warm and welcoming spirit of the Botswana people. If you're invited to a Tswana home for a meal, take it as an honor. This is how they show their respect and hospitality. Number 6. Okavango Delta. Botswana is home to the Okavango Delta, a natural wonder recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. And let's be clear, it's one of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. Imagine a vast river, the Okavango, which instead of flowing into the sea, stops right in the middle of the Kalahari Desert, transforming this arid land into a lush oasis. Every year, the river floods the delta, creating a labyrinth of channels, marshes, and small islands. It's a place where nature still retains its pristine beauty, and you can witness scenes that no zoo could ever replicate. Picture this: early one morning, you're floating in a mokoro, a unique canoe made from a single tree trunk. You glide silently across the calm waters, watching enormous elephants wading through the river, enjoying the cool relief from the desert heat. In the distance, a pride of lions hunts quietly on the plains, while herds of zebras graze peacefully, creating a living portrait of wild nature. A mokoro trip isn't just a tourist experience, it's a way to immerse yourself in the slow rhythm of life, connecting with nature. You'll drift past lily-covered marshes, hear birds singing from the trees, and feel the gentle breeze carrying the earthy scent of the land. Occasionally you might spot a giant hippo surfacing for air, or a crocodile lying in wait on the riverbank, its eyes wide open as if anticipating its next meal. But don't worry, your guide is well versed in handling these fierce residents. A journey through the Okavango Delta wouldn't be complete without a camera, but remember, no photograph can fully capture the beauty of the place. From elephants submerged in the water to herds of giraffes peeking through the trees, the scenery here is beyond what any lens can capture. It's a beauty you must experience with your own eyes, raw, tranquil, yet incredibly powerful, just like the heartbeat of Botswana's wilderness. Number 5. One of Africa's fastest growing economies. When you think of Botswana, the first thing that probably comes to mind is sparkling diamonds, and there's a good reason for that. Botswana is one of the world's largest diamond producers, and this industry contributes to around 70% of the country's total exports. These diamonds not only bring in massive revenues but have transformed Botswana from a poor nation into one of the most impressive success stories in Africa. But if you think Botswana is only about digging up resources, you're seriously underestimating the country. While many nations get stuck in the trap of resource extraction without developing other sectors, Botswana chose a smarter path. The government wisely diversified the economy, making strong investments in ecotourism, agriculture, and financial services. This not only reduced the country's reliance on diamonds, but also helped establish a more sustainable and stable economy. Did you know that Botswana is now one of the fastest growing economies in Africa? The country's GDP per capita has skyrocketed from under $100 in 1966 when Botswana gained independence to over $18,000 by 2024. Yes, you read that right, a remarkable leap that few African countries have managed to achieve. Today, when you visit Botswana, you won't just see vast deserts or ancient tribes. You'll encounter upscale shopping malls, five-star hotels, and international restaurants serving world-class cuisine. You might have come for a backpacking adventure, but once you see the luxury items in local stores, you might just want to indulge in a bit of luxury too. Botswana is now a beautiful blend of unspoiled nature and a thriving modern economy. One of Botswana's greatest achievements is its sustainable diamond management strategy. Instead of flooding the international market with raw diamonds, Botswana retains a portion of them for local cutting and polishing, creating high-value finished products. This approach not only creates jobs but also attracts investment and increases exports of higher-value products. This strategy ensures Botswana is less vulnerable to global diamond price fluctuations and has more control over its financial future. This intelligent strategy not only provides economic stability but also lays a solid foundation for the future. Botswana has learned that while diamonds may not last forever, the prosperity they bring can be maintained if wisely invested. A country that once struggled with poverty has now become a symbol of sustainable development in Africa, and that's something we can all admire. Number 4. Low corruption rate. Botswana, a country nestled in the arid heart of Africa, stands out as one of the most stable and democratic nations on the continent, a truly remarkable achievement considering its humble beginnings. When Botswana gained independence in 1966, it had almost no significant resources, just a barren desert in isolation. Yet today it has transformed itself into one of Africa's shining stars, renowned for its political stability and transparent governance. Remarkably, Botswana has never experienced a coup or civil war since its founding, a rare feat in a region often marked by conflict and instability. So what made Botswana stand out? The answer lies in the government's strong commitment to transparency, respect for human rights, and holding regular free elections. The government of Botswana doesn't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. You can see this clearly in the 2023 Corruption Perceptions Index (CPI) by Transparency International, where Botswana ranks among the top 30 least corrupt nations in the world, a performance that outshines many developed countries. The corruption rate here is so low that if you try to bribe a government official, you might just get a stern look and a bewildered question, why would you do that? This transparency and good governance not only build trust within the local community but also attract international investors. Botswana has skillfully leveraged its strengths to build a diverse and sustainable economy rather than relying solely on natural resources. While many African countries struggle with widespread corruption and poor management, Botswana has avoided the resource curse, a problem faced by resource-rich nations like Nigeria with oil or Congo with precious minerals. These countries, despite their abundant resources, struggle to develop a stable economy and suffer from political instability. Botswana, on the other hand, took a more thoughtful approach to the diamond industry's potential and risks. Instead of simply extracting and exporting rough diamonds, the government decided to retain some for local cutting and polishing, significantly increasing their value. This not only creates more jobs locally but also reduces Botswana's dependency on the global price fluctuations. So, if you want to witness a true success story, don't just look at the sparkling diamonds. Look at how Botswana has built and maintained its prosperity. It's a story of patience, strategic vision, and smart governance qualities that have made this country a true gem in the heart of Africa. Number 3. Chobe National Park. Chobe National Park is one of Botswana's true treasures, renowned worldwide for its rich wildlife, especially the massive herds of elephants. This isn't just any national park. Chobe boasts the highest concentration of elephants in Africa, with around 130,000 elephants roaming freely across the region. Imagine sitting on a small boat, gently gliding across the cool Chobe River, when suddenly you spot an entire herd of elephants slowly making their way to the riverbank to drink. It's a breathtaking sight, one that will leave even the most discerning travelers in awe. One of the most unique experiences at Chobe is the chance to witness a mother elephant leading her young calf across the river. The baby elephants, with their big floppy ears and wobbly steps, are guaranteed to make you smile. You'll see the mother using her trunk to gently guide her calf through the deep water, a touching display of maternal love and herd bonding. Sometimes the playful little elephants will splash around or frolic with each other, creating a charming and lively natural show. Chobe is not just a paradise for nature lovers, it's also a dream destination for photographers. The moment the sunset casts its golden glow over the river, reflecting the silhouettes of giant elephants drinking from the water, it creates a perfect picture you'll want to cherish forever. Be sure to have your camera ready because every angle here is worthy of a shot. Whether you're on a boat or walking along the riverbanks, Chobe will never cease to amaze you with its wild, majestic beauty. Number 2. The Kalahari Desert. When you imagine a desert, what likely comes to mind are endless golden sand dunes and scorching heat, but Botswana's Kalahari Desert is a delightful surprise. Unlike other arid deserts, the Kalahari receives just enough rain each year to transform into a lush green savanna during the wet season. Yes, you heard that right. In the middle of a land called the desert, the Kalahari comes to life with vast grassy plains and vibrant greenery, creating a unique landscape unlike anywhere else. This magical transformation makes the Kalahari an ideal habitat for many species of wildlife. But the real highlight of the Kalahari is the San people, one of the oldest communities in Africa. The San, also known as Bushmen, are skilled hunters and gatherers who have lived in the Kalahari for thousands of years. Meeting and learning from them is a unique experience that offers a deeper understanding of how humans can survive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. The San will show you how to read tracks in the sand and follow animal footprints in search of prey. They have an incredible knowledge of nature, knowing how to find precious water from plants or identify edible vegetation. It's remarkable to watch them dig for water beneath the sand or extract moisture from tree roots. These survival skills, passed down through generations, have allowed the San to thrive in a place we might think of as uninhabitable. Number 1. Botswana's first president. Born into a Tswana royal family, Seretse Khama could have lived a life of ease with the privileges and power that came with his title. Instead, he chose a path filled with challenges, partly due to his decision to marry Ruth Williams, a white woman, a choice that rocked the political world at the time. The love story between Seretse Khama and Ruth Williams was far from ordinary. They met in England while Khama was studying law, and their love blossomed quickly, despite the racial and cultural differences. For many at the time, the relationship between a black man and a white woman was unacceptable. The British government, under pressure from the apartheid regime in South Africa, strongly opposed their marriage and attempted to prevent it. Seretse Khama was even forced to give up his leadership position and was banned from returning to Botswana for a time. However, Seretse Khama and Ruth Williams did not bow to pressure. They fought steadfastly for their love and ultimately triumphed over the opposition. Their relationship became a symbol of racial equality and the desire for a world not divided by skin color. When Khama returned to Botswana, he not only brought back his beloved wife, but also a fresh vision for the country's future. Under Khama's leadership, Botswana transformed from one of Africa's poorest nations after gaining independence to one of the fastest-growing economies on the continent. He laid a solid foundation for the country's prosperity by promoting non-racial policies, encouraging investment in education and healthcare, and most importantly, building a sustainable democracy. In an era when many African nations were caught up in internal conflict and authoritarian regimes, Khama steadfastly maintained Botswana's democratic path, holding regular free elections and ensuring the rights of all citizens, regardless of ethnicity or social status. Botswana has become a top destination for those who love wildlife and seek unique travel experiences. With stable governance, strict conservation policies, and the friendly attitude of its people, it's no wonder this country continues to attract more visitors from around the globe. If you found this video interesting and want to explore more fascinating places, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming content. See you in the next video.